In your time of need, give Rob Robertson a call at 912-496-7388. Shepherd Robertson Funeral Home says go Indians.
ESP Specialist in Fabrication is located at 169 Little Phoebe Church Road in Folkestone, Georgia. President Mark Pickering and his employees utilize the latest technology with a skilled workforce to supply customers with the best custom fabrication possible. Serving clients at home and abroad makes ESP a premier employer in Charlton County. For all your specialty and fabrication needs, contact ESP at 912-496-2583 today. They're also on Facebook at ESP Specialist Fabrication. ESP is a proud sponsor of Charlton Sportsnet. Since 2009, Southeastern Automotive Group has been buying for and selling to most of the franchise dealerships in the area. What if you were able to bypass the big dealerships with the big markups? Buy direct from the supplier. Save thousands of dollars on your next vehicle purchase. Have a trade-in? No problem. With used vehicles in such high demand, Southeastern Automotive Group has dealers ready to buy your trade. If Southeastern Automotive Group doesn't have the perfect vehicle for you, using their vehicle locator program, they will have it shipped in without any hassle or haggling you hate. With over hundreds of thousands of cars available at auctions across the nation, your next vehicle purchase is just a click away.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Coach Murray Show, Brantley County edition. It's a season opener, regular season opening week this week. Coach, how you doing?
I'm doing fine.
That was fun Friday night, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's always fun when, especially we'd been kind of banging each other and just seeing each other all summer. We did go to those OTAs and mix it up with some other schools, but it was nice to be in like a game type atmosphere and then have some success. And it always is good time on any Champ Bailey Field when you do well.
Before we dive into it completely, I saw on your Facebook page where you took a picture of the Savannah kids by the Champ Bailey Field logo. We kind of are used to that around here. We kind of take it for granted, but that's kind of a big thing for some of these kids coming into town.
Oh yeah, when you get a guy like Champ, that did what he did in NFL, and first ballot Hall of Famer. A lot of people know him just besides the people and folks. To us, he'll always be Champ, but the other people, he's Champ Bailey. And I tell you, I really noticed it when the coaches were coming around before the game. One of the coaches, the DB coach, he stopped and he took a picture of the scoreboard with Champ's name on it. He was impressed by that, Yeah. And then, of course, just like everything, half our kids don't know who they are because they're all about in what's now, and I don't know how many years it's been since Champ has played. And some of those kids didn't know. Oh, yeah, we remember him. And they all got together and took a picture. That coach sent me that picture. I thought it was neat. He sent me the picture, and I just wanted to, put it on there because we do have a special place, folks. Yeah. And one of the nice places we have here in town is that football field. A lot of history has took place on that field. A lot of NFL players have, not just our guys, but the guys from Miller County and other places have trod on that field before and played in the league and stuff. So, and I thought it was pretty neat.
Yeah, we've had a ton of talent come through this school in the last 30 years, haven't we?
Yeah, we've been lucky.
We've been blessed around here. All right, Coach, let's dive into it. First of all, we're taping over at Maiden Field. For those of y'all watching, I know you're looking at Maiden Field going, what's going on? We're on the Coach Murray Show. But
well, they're looking at Coach Graham. They might have been seeing Coach Graham putting the final touches on the field, and Coach Baxter does have this field looking good despite what he's had to put up with the last month or so with rain. It's been awful, and I hope the girls get a full game in today. I'm excited. I love watching them play, and I hope they get it in. And I suggested Adam, let's do it over here because you were going to cover the game. I said, well, let's just do it over here. That'll give me an excuse to just stay and watch the game.
Coach Graham down there lining the field, he has to be burning up. Shirt and long pants. He's still dressed for school.
It's warm. In fact, he just got off of school. They let us practice when we get out of school early, and it was a hot one day. So we just got through about 3:30, and I just can't even describe how hot it was. But we're safe with the kids. They get their breaks every 15 minutes or so, but it's still hot. It's hard. And the kids did a good job staying focused. And, we got through a good practice. We had a great practice today.
Well, as you folks see on the screen, Indians won 34-14 Friday night over the Island High School Sharks. But that first half was tight, but we broke it loose in the second half.
Yeah.
Talk about the first half.
Well, that's something that we were impressed by our kids by. They did some things and got hit in the mouth a little bit, and we had some adversity, but we just kept knocking, kept doing what we do. We've simplified our whole scheme on both offense and defense this year, and we just kept doing what we were doing, and we felt like it would pay off, and it did. They had a number 52, a defensive tackle, went in, whatever you might say. We haven't blocked him yet, and thank goodness he got a little bit tired. But that's, to commend our kids. They've worked hard in the summer and got conditioned, and we were able to somewhat pull it away. Our defense, we got them in some positions where they had to, they threw the ball through picks. I think we got 4 or 5 takeaways. Minus, did we turn the ball over? I think we did. Did we turn the ball over?
Yeah.
We did turn. We had a pick, but I think we got 4 turnovers in a row, and
back to back.
Yeah, and that was a difference. That was a real big difference in the game, and we made them pay for that. And I was proud of the effort our kids brought to the game Friday night.
I said on the air during the game that defensive line was probably going to get a game ball. They had a fantastic
Oh my
line.
goodness, yes, they threw the ball on us, and they, and we covered the pass fairly well, except for that one little slip screen they had, and we had a guy there. If you go back, you watch yours or watch our game tape. We had a guy there, and he just missed it. The guy gave him a little shimmy, and they had some great receivers, and we did pretty good job containing them. But I tell you what, our defensive line and linebackers were just all over it. I don't even know if they had 10 yards rushing. I don't even know. We just
third page there on
we just we did pretty well holding them, and Saad Akbar, Gage Renfro, and other guys, they just were just getting after it. I see they had 150 yards passing. I think about 80 of it was on one play. I don't see what you're talking about with the defensive stats.
Did you find them over there? I'll show it. These are Sammy Hendricks stats, unofficial, the CSN official stats, but not Indians football official. There's the defensive. That's the defensive page right there.
Oh, I saw this, but I don't know how many yards they had rushing, but you can see a lot of these tackles we got marked. There are a lot of our interior guys, Gage Renfro and Asad Akbar, seemed like they were everywhere. And we got a new guy to the program, Nathan Hamlin. He's a junior. He got an interception, and he's looking at 2-4. Y'all got him for 6 tackles solo, and I tell you what, he was flying around. He's been a great addition to this team, and I'm glad he came out. We'll have 2 more years with him.
The Savannah quarterback, really, with the defensive line, the way we were playing, he got off a couple of big throws, but most of the time he was running for his life back there.
Yeah, we had him in a little distress. We put the pressure on him, and Coach Jones did a good job with our stunts and things like that. They couldn't pick him up, and like I've said many times, I was real impressed about the way they played hard. I think that's just going to be our MO that we got to do this year to be successful. It happened this year in the spring scrimmage and the other night. It's just be relentless on defense and just fly around and be runners and hitters. That's something, the term that has been thrown out, ever since I've been coaching here, is just we got to have defensive guys that are runners and hitters, and then I think we'll be successful if we do that, or can be for sure.
Well, back on the offensive side of the ball with our quarterbacks, King popping off a nice, I believe Sammy had it around 53, 54 yards.
Yeah.
Nice touchdown run for King. Yeah, they had him in as long as 53.
That's right.
Also the leading rusher, obviously.
Yeah, he we mixed in a little option with him this year, and of course he's always had that for 3 years.
Yeah.
But this year he's getting a little bit more confidence about himself as far as his running ability and reading defenses and stuff. And I hope that everybody's going to see, like this is this the same kid? But yeah, it is. I mean, y'all started seeing him as a freshman. He's growing up. And I'm excited for him. He took off a long run, and I tell you what, he is a lot faster than he's given credit for a lot of times. He won, like I said, he last week I think I said he won the 300 hurdles last year. I think 300 intermediate hurdles last year, the region. Anyway, it was some kind of region championship in the hurdles. So he can run.
I told Sammy upstairs when he broke that big run, it looked like he hit another gear after about 13 yards.
Well, he's fast. I mean, he's 6'3", and he's taking a big stride anyway, so he's covering the ground anyway. Yeah. And, he's doing well.
At running back, Jalen Lilly had a good night. We've got him at around 20 yards.
Yeah, Jalen scored a touchdown. When we started we kept chipping at him, and I think Coach Phillips used at halftime, you offensive linemen and running back, y'all got to be like a sledgehammer. Y'all got to just keep hitting that wall. Eventually it's going to come down. It's not going to come down on the first or second, but it's going to come down. And that's what our offensive line and Jalen would do. He'd stick it up there, and then he busted that one there coming toward the gym. I think it was about it was probably about a 16-yard run, and just right up the middle, and he's got some burst now, and he's really a workhorse for us, and then we go down and we look at our other running back, Jamari Hamilton. I wish this kid would just go ahead and blossom, because we tell him all the time. Coach Jones was telling him today he was playing corner doing something. He just doesn't know how good he is, and once he gets to that confidence level. And when he gets the ball in his hand, he's amazing. But he's just we're waiting for him to come out and do that. And they were two bright spots on as far as the running game as well, besides Jalen King.
Oh, I wanted to let you know too. These are just the first 3 quarter stats, not the last.
No, well, yeah, I got that.
And Hamilton, you got Isaiah, but down there had a.
Isaiah had a real long run. I think it was close to 60-something yards, and I don't know if you remember, about 15 yards into that, the safety came up and hit him, and he ran him over. Isaiah can bench press, I don't know, I was thinking about 250 maybe, and he can power clean. He told me he got 235 today, and he can squat. It seems like the world. I don't know exactly what it is. It's 350 or so, maybe 380. I don't know, but he's real strong for his weight. He's 150 pounds, and so you're getting low when you hit him. And
who was it? I'm wanting to say it may have been the third quarter, but I'm thinking it was the fourth quarter. Who was it that ran around the right side and just completely mowed an Islands linebacker over there on that far side going down the side?
Yeah, that was Isaiah when he scored a touchdown.
Okay.
That was him on their sideline. That was Isaiah.
Yeah, that was an incredible hit.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, he was running hard. That's right.
Yeah, that was pretty wild. And then I got corrected the other night. Xavier, I accidentally gave Najee Smith credit for, I think, an interception.
Oh, that was
Xavier corrected me on that.
Oh, did he? Yeah, it was a phenomenal pick catch. I mean, he was bobbling all the way to the ground, and he did a good job. And I tell you what, Xavier, I'm glad he's back this year. He didn't play last year. He opted, and I understand that with the COVID, he opted out last year, so. He was virtual, so he didn't play with us last year. So it's like he's a sophomore, but he's a junior. He really hurt by not being in the weight room last year, but we're about to get him back up to pace, because one thing Xavier's got is he can run, and that's something you can't coach, you can't teach, and he's getting all that running that God's just gave him, that ability into our scheme and what Coach Jones and even what Coach Phillips wants on offense, and putting it all into place. And I'm excited for him and excited for our team to have him.
Your other quarterbacks came in, and Albritton came in midway through the third quarter.
Yeah.
Had a great evening, and then Cruz came in the fourth, and he had a nice night too.
Yeah, I tell you, Bryson's little read on that, he decided to keep it and go around the right end. And I think he got about 15 to 20 yards. I mean, that kind of caught everybody off guard. Even caught me off guard, I'd have to admit, but because he hasn't ran those in practice. But he saw it, he read it, and Bryson's a real smart, intelligent kid, and he throws some good balls at practice, and he got in and he made very good use of his chance, and and then Aiden came in, and Aiden's just, he's got a little bit of, I don't know what it is. He's just got it, whatever it is. He's got an it factor about him. He's going to be, I think, a great player before he leaves Charlton County High School. And, he had some trouble reading the signs, and, Coach Phillips had to, straighten him out a little bit. He takes criticism well. He doesn't pout and stuff like that. He was like, okay, I'll get it right. And he went back in there and corrected his problem there.
All right. I lost my train of thought. Coach Baxter walked in on us, and how you doing, Coach?
Good. That's fine.
But all right. Let me get back on track here.
We talked about our defense.
Oh, special teams. I wanted to talk about
Wyatt.
Yeah.
Wyatt is going, he's a returning all-region kicker from last year. We really wanted to have special teams live because they count Friday, and sometimes that could be the difference in the ball game.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you remember last year, our season started off with them kicking off to us and we returned it for a touchdown. So they're exciting and they're a real important part of the game. But unfortunately, we didn't get to do them live. Coach Printup, said his guys weren't ready. So okay, well, what we're going to do is we're going to go through them and we'd missed a couple field goals and that we tried and I told Wyatt, I said, well, now let's we'll get that behind you. I said, now maybe you won't miss any for the rest of the year. But he's going to be solid on as far as a place kicker for sure.
Me and Sammy were talking about Wyatt was getting some camera time Friday night. He was out there punting also.
Oh, Wyatt, he's going to do our punting and probably be our kickoff guy. Because he can put the ball where we want to. We're not going to ever try to boom it past people's heads. Or I wish we had somebody that could consistently kick in the end zone. That's a weapon, but we don't. But he can put it where we need it. We'll tell him where to put it, and he'll put it there.
You mentioned Wyatt and the importance of the extra points, and you mentioned that it can make a difference in a ball game. And it came to me, I believe it was Tomcat made the difference against Lincoln County right here in the playoffs.
Right, and the very next week.
Got the right kicker?
That's Thomas Johnson did that. Yes, he missed. Well, he made the extra point in overtime against Lincoln County, and then the next week we played Hawkinsville on the road, and
that one was good.
We scored with like 4 seconds left, and they called it. They said he missed it, but we're always going to say it was good. But I told him before the game, because when we were warming up, he kicked him and he was right there on the right crossbar. Upright. I said, you need to leave no doubt. Put that thing through the middle, and unfortunately, that's what happened. So it is real important,
Talking about not to stir the pot or anything, but Hawkinsville had that drone flying that night, and I still think there's drone video of that field goal good, but you can't find it anywhere.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
You know me, I'm not going to stir a rivalry pot or anything like that.
That's right.
Hey, Coach, we're going to take a quick break, and then we'll come back. We'll jump into Brantley County and anything else you want to get on.
Sounds good.
All right, we're going to take a break. You're watching the Coach Murray Show on CSN. Aldridge Insurance, located in Kingsland, Georgia, is proud to serve the communities of Charlton and Camden counties, offering life, home, car, and business insurance. See Andy Gowan today for your insurance needs. Phone 912-729-7600 for more information. Protecting you is what we do. Gowan Aldridge Insurance is a proud sponsor of the Charlton Sports Network. Four Seasons Floral, located at 4415 2nd Street North in Folkestone, Georgia, has all of your floral needs covered, from Valentine's to birthdays and weddings to life celebrations, proms, special occasions, or just to say you love that someone special. We deliver as well. Call 912-496-7043 and we'll assist you with any floral need at Four Seasons Floral.
Charlton Electric, now serving Charlton and surrounding counties. With over 20 years experience in both commercial and residential services, our electricians can meet your needs. We offer installation on whole house generators, service upgrades, mobile home services, troubleshooting, ceiling fan and light fixture installations, and much more. Call us today for an estimate at 912-276-7661.
Hey Indian fans! United First Credit Union has been helping people afford life since 1943. Our free online banking and mobile app make it easy to check balances, transfer funds, and pay bills, and we offer some of the lowest loan rates in town. Joining our credit union is easy. We are conveniently located at 3773 2nd Street South in Folkestone, so stop in and experience the credit union difference. Federally insured by NCUA and an equal housing lender.
What a stylish car.
All right, welcome back to the Coach Murray Show. I'm Adam Bell along with head coach Russ Murray. Coach, Friday night, we're on the road, season opener up there in little border war action with Brantley County.
Oh, yeah. Canyon Bay is always a good atmosphere to play in. You know, we always seem to play them on the first game of the season, and we pretty much have done that every year except when we were in the region with them. Everybody at the beginning of the season, us including, with the bad years we've had the last couple of years, it's going to be this is the year. Yeah. Everybody's this year. So your season opener, everybody's fired up. Oh, yeah. No matter what's happened in the spring or in the scrimmages and stuff. I mean, this is the one that counts. And it's always exciting to go up there. They got, there's a lot of good people up there. And they love their herons. And they're going to get after it. And I hope that we bring a bunch of folks up there behind our guys and we can pull it out.
That is going to be a road warrior. Road warrior, not our road warriors always travel well. Is there anything we need to know about it for our traveling our road warriors Friday night?
No, not that I know of. I hadn't heard anything particulars. I'll talk to Coach Cannon tomorrow. But we, as far as I know, everything's normal. I know their school system went on a alternating schedule. As far as I know, everything's just about as normal as it can be. Okay. As far as the game, and I haven't heard anything different. And like I said, I'll talk to the coach tomorrow, and we'll see how that goes. But game time 7:30. It'll be hot just like it always is the first game of the season, and hopefully we'll have less mistakes than them, and we'll go from there.
Well, we want our road warriors to travel without a doubt. I love the views, but I would like for them to be there. But I understand these are strange times.
Oh
now,
yeah,
so
yeah, oh yeah.
Do whatever you feel is comfortable.
Well, it's just so great to have people. And I'll tell you something about a scrimmage that was neat last week. I mean, that was my 27th season. I don't know how many fall scrimmages I've been to. As far as being an assistant coach and whatnot. Of course, we didn't have one last year. But what was so great about the scrimmage the other night is we had the band there. I mean, you would not believe the difference between the energy between our players with the band there and without the band there. It's right. Just, if the band's there, they can feel it. If they're not there, it's hard for them to get rolling. And I know the band, they're fired up to go. I mean, my daughter, she's a majorette, so they're all hyped about the first game.
The band and the tribe are like intertwined.
Yeah, oh yeah, and hopefully we'll have a lot of folks, to come and yell our guys on for sure, so we can feed off that energy.
Dylan Sloan's probably the biggest cheerleader.
Oh yeah, he's
gets into it.
He enjoys it. I'm glad he does so, because he really does a good job with those kids and gets them to play at the right time, gets them to do the right thing, and it's a joy. Our football player, I know I appreciate it. I'm sure our football players do too.
Yeah, he does a great job. Well, let's dive into some football, Coach. What are you expecting out of the Brantley Herons on offense?
Well, on offense, they like to throw it up too, and they run a good read option. They got a quarterback that, watching him on film, he'll just find a little crease and he'll go. And they run some read option stuff, like I said, and he's real smart with, whether to take it or keep it, and I say read option, I'm also talking about some RPO stuff too. That's run pass option. He'll read our linebackers. If they step the wrong way, he's going to throw it. If they step the other way, then he's going to hand it or him running himself. So we got to do real good about our assignments. Coach Jones has been working with the guys, all week on different things to cover their defense. I mean, their offense, and I think that we're pretty sound on that. But then sometimes you're just going to have to go out and play. And we're going to have to. Their quarterback is going. I know he's going to make some amazing plays because he's a good kid to watch on film. I mean, he's everywhere and running around. It's hard to catch him in this press box here, and they got other players too besides the quarterback. They always have a bunch of scrappy kids, and that's what I know about them. I've seen them on tape, from the other night, and I saw some things earlier from the spring that they. I'm telling you, they're a scrappy bunch and fight, and those kind of teams scare me the worst than the big bruising type of teams, because they're not going to take things for granted. They're going to work for it, and they don't mind working for it, and the payoff is good for them if they do that, and that's what I try to get our guys to do too. Work hard, and it'll pay off for you. So, like I said, on offense they run multiple things, and on defense they'll run multiple fronts, and they really get it after your ball. They'll disguise things with different stunts and things like that, and we have to be real. On offense, we have to do our go through our steps, do what we're supposed to do, take care of our assignments. That's the word I'm looking for. Sorry about that. We have to be real assignment football. Our right guard's got to do what our right guard's supposed to do. Same for our left tackle and our Y's and our Z's and our receivers and other receivers. They all have to do their jobs, and I feel like it'll be a real good game and a real competitive game, and we just got to get up there and try to set the price of that victory so high that they're not willing to pay for it. But I'm telling you, that bunch right there, they'll fight to the end. I just know they will.
We got to win the day one play at a time.
Oh yeah. I can't. That's our thing, to win the day. And Coach Phillips, it was during after workouts one day, we were going through some Pascal, just some Skelly, just throwing it around, and some kids were kind of messing up. He goes, "Hey, I tell you what, y'all need to win this play." Because we would just work on one play and then go to the next one. And so some days we might not only run but 3 plays. But, we'd run them multiple times, but we wanted to get 3 perfect plays. And he said, you got to win the play. And I'll tell the kids out there at practice, hey, win this play. Win this play, then we'll worry about the next one. Now, you can't be worrying about the end of the game. You got to take care of the opening kickoff, So, yeah, win the play. That's right.
On the offensive side of the ball, I know you're not going to give away a game plan. What are you looking to try to do on offense Friday night?
We're going to do a lot of the stuff we did on Friday. We're like I said, we're kind of growing too with the kids. Coach Phillips is in his second year as a full-fledged offense coordinator by himself, and he's looked, assessed to what we did last year and what we got coming to plate this year. Yes, our kids are better and they can do some different things, but why do different things? Why don't we just do what we do best? Simplify it. And that's really, that'll get you places, because I've been around here for a long time, and back when we had our great teams in the early 2000s, we were real simple. We was about as simple as you could be. People would be amazed about how simple we were. But when you got the Joes, you can do it. But we're just going to try to get our running game established, and if we do that, hopefully we can throw the ball around a little bit.
Lily and Hamilton and I missed it.
Yeah, Hamilton.
Baker, get
get
rolling.
that's right.
Get them rolling Friday night.
And if they stop the run, hopefully we'll be able, King will get us out with the receivers. Williams and the guys like that can get us out of a kink. But that's pretty much what we got going in, and hopefully we can pull it out. It's, you can take everything that's happened up to this point and throw it out. We did great in the scrimmage against Pierce, and we did great last week. But this is for real, and this is where, all these stats you have here, they don't record anywhere. It'll be the ones Friday night. Those will be the ones recorded. And that's what I've been telling the kids all week. Yeah, this is when it counts. It counts now.
Yeah, that's all live now.
That's right. And and we'll just, hopefully we'll just go out and we'll play the best we can play.
I wanted to ask you about I meant to ask you in the previous segment, special teams. Our special teams looked pretty good the other, even though you kind of half speed on special teams because they weren't playing full time. But Islands really only covered 1 punt. Everything else was on the ground. Can you imagine that happening Friday night, or how our special teams will react to that? Islands seemed to have a trouble handling the ball.
Well, they did, and that was one of the things that Coach Prentup reason they weren't ready. He said they had, they had some issues with the practices being canceled. Now, I get it. I understand because the weather is just awful. And so, we only really had 2 weeks in pass before this scrimmage took place,
okay.
So, I understand that. I wish we were live because they count. They count this week, and I really was not impressed, and nor were the other coaches about how we did our special teams, because I wanted to see them crisp and sharp, But since they had them people out there in front of them, they kind of didn't cover the punt like they were supposed to, and it was a mess. But I guarantee you we'll do it this week because Coach Wittenberg, Coach Phillips, and Coach Jones really, and everybody really got on them about it, and I hope that they'll do a better job for sure. Because it's a big part of the ball game, big part, huge part.
Yeah, it's gonna be huge, especially as you build up the non-region schedule. Sort of prepares us for that brutal region schedule we have. I don't think there's a night off this year.
No, there's not. I mean, when we're in the position, we're still in that. I mean, we've got a long ways to go to where we were back.
You're just worried about Friday night.
We're just worried about Friday night. I mean, we're trying to get better every day. I mean, today we maxed out in our power cleans in the weight room. And I tell you what, Adam, I don't have the sheets in front of me, but I was so impressed about how our kids get in there and they attack the weight room now. It used to be, it was a grind 2 years ago when Coach Jones got here, and we're trying to get them. It was they were babies. Shoot, man, they were so little and young. Now they're older. We're junior heavy now, so they get in there attacking. They're yelling at each other, and every now and then, and we didn't have a lot of personal best today because we stopped lifting in the summer hard, and we're doing our not getting through, but doing our maintaining right now. So we haven't power cleaned like for Max's in a while, but we had a couple of personal bests today, and it's funny when we get those personal bests. You got kids just flying over and getting loud. I mean, it gets loud in that weight room, and they're so excited for each other. And I tell you what, those as an old coach now, I guess 50. I live for those moments more than I do. Well, no, I'm not. I'm telling you, I love those moments on the field over there. But when I see kids behind each other doing that, knowing that they love each other, man, it fires me up, man.
Yeah.
And we had some of that going on.
Go right now.
Yeah, we had some stuff going on in there today, and they're growing. And like I said, get back to what we were originally talking about. Everything that we do is not a mountain, but it's a hill we have to climb. I mean, we were 1-9 2 years ago, 4-6. That is not acceptable here at Charlton County. Okay, we got to get back to where we were, and it's not easy to do that. I mean, people think, well, it doesn't matter who you're playing. I don't care how good you are. If you're playing a team, it's hard to win. We talk about the Georgia Bulldogs never win a national championship and things like that. Let me tell you something. It's tough to win a ball game, and even when you're a heavy favorite, because you gotta be committed to winning that day. If you're not, if that other team's committed to doing it more than you, it's tough. So every day, like you said, is going to be a challenge. Every game, all 10 of them, and I hope we get a taste of the playoffs. Yeah. I mean that's kind of what my vision or my goal for us is let's get to that point back to where we were to be competitive in the state again for sure.
I'm ready to play now, Coach. I'm going to throw on.
Well, yeah.
Probably bench me, though.
2 more days. Well, you might be good at least for one play. I might be good for one play. I don't think I can handle 2, but maybe 1 I'd be good.
Now that you mentioned that, I saw, I think it was, I want to say it was Assad. Oh, no, there we go again.
Did you see lightning?
Lightning. I thought I saw a flash.
Yeah.
Coach Baxter's got to be pulling his hair out.
Yeah.
But I saw Assad share a wrestling video of a kid wrestling a coach.
Really?
Now, if you got one play in you, Coach, could you line up on the offensive line and take on one of your defensive linemen?
Oh, yeah, one play I could.
You could do it?
Yeah, one play I could. I don't know about 2 of them.
All right, we're going to try to get that live one day. I'll see if we can get that on tape.
Yeah, well, it won't be live. We'll have to edit it. That's what we'll have to do.
All right, Coach. Hey, anything going on fundraising-wise? I know we covered a little bit last week, but is anything new happening?
No, not right now, I don't believe.
That's
It
bad.
was a bad
That's
one.
bad. That
Yep.
one was bad.
Yep.
I don't have my.
It's not a big cloud.
the
That's what
camera up a
I was
little bit
looking
there.
on my phone there.
I know we're on a football show right now, but we got a softball game coming up.
I sure hope these girls get to play. I want them to play so bad because they work hard, you know. And we work hard. Football works hard. But I'll tell you what, those gut ladies, they work hard and they play hard. And I'm a big fan of them. And
They've
I
been
hope
trying
they
to
get
play
it
ball
in.
for a week.
Yeah, I know. I hope they get it in. I've got my fingers crossed right now for them for sure.
All right, well, we'll go ahead and start to ease it up because I might need to turn this stuff off while this light is popping. Friday night, kickoff 7:30. Tickets, I'm assuming everything's at the gate.
Yeah, I mean,
normal Friday night.
I haven't talked to Coach Phillips. You know, I haven't heard of anything different. You know, I'm gonna make her calls tomorrow and kind of finalize everything. But you know, if something is different, I'll throw it out on my Facebook too. But
Yeah, we'll certainly let everybody know if
and
anything
I'll
comes up.
share it with you, and you get it thrown out there too, buddy.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all for watching the Coach Murray Show. We'll see y'all Road Warriors Friday night, 7:30. We're going to go live on the pregame show at 7 o'clock for Brantley County. We'll see y'all Friday. Thank you for watching.
Appreciate
It's a bold statement. Consider a new 2021 Altima from Walker Jones Nissan. Maybe a crossover to fit the whole family. The newly designed 2021 Rogue is perfect. Need room for the crew plus cargo? The 2021 redesigned Armada is a must. Our large selection of new Nissans come wrapped in our lifetime warranty. Walker Jones Nissan delivers quality customer service while striving to give you the best deal. Check out our inventory online or call us today.
Folkestone Auto Supply, located at 4439 2nd Street North in Folkestone, Georgia, is owned and operated by the Dasher family. They have everything you need bumper to bumper for domestic and foreign car parts. Big truck operators, they have you covered as well with belts, seals, hoses, welding supplies, and so much more. They even have lawnmower parts, blades, and accessories. Stop by today and see the whole crew. Big Sammy, Little Sammy, Miss Pam, Rocky, Stephen, Dave, and Miss Joe at Folkestone Auto Supply.
Whatever your view on the world's current happenings, there's no denying germs are everywhere. Whether it's coronavirus, the flu, a common cold, or just a stomach virus, contagious sickness is all around, and they each pose a certain risk to both our health and our livelihood. Why not take a safe and affordable step to help reduce those risks? If you want to help protect the spaces you enjoy and the people that enjoy them with you, or if you simply need an extra hand with cleaning, call Rogers Reflections today at 912-496-3343, and don't forget to like us on Facebook.
See Stephanie Lovett, owner of Lovett Creations and Catering, LLC, for all your sweet tooth needs. Sweet treats include cupcakes, dessert jars, gourmet sugar cookies, cinnamon sugar pecans, candy apples, and more. Place your order for cakes and pies during the holidays. Catering, meal preps, keto meals, and desserts are also available. Visit Chef Steph's Meal Preps and Lovett Creations and Catering, LLC on Facebook.
Okefenokee Sportsman is locally owned by Fred and Rawling Coley, who have loyally served the people of Folkestone, Georgia, and surrounding counties for 17 years. Hunting and fishing supplies, as well as live bait, are our specialties. Join us on Saturday, October the 10th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. to mix and mingle with vendors from the hunting industry and enjoy live music from Matt Knowles. Local, loyal, and laid back, Okefenokee Sportsman.
This has been my first experience with Walker Jones Nissan. Really, the thing that sold me was the fact that I had a good value, had a good product, but overall was the kindness and the love that was shown from the actual employees. From the top to the bottom, they're always there. So I prayed with them and I prayed for them. You can get a good deal from a lot of places, but you don't always get the follow-up like you get with Walker Jones's personnel, and that I admire.